What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, we are back at it again with a great story today about the hypocrisy of Negro media. And we have two sides to this story today, brothers and sisters, because today, the Breakfast Club, with Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, they're a little salty right now, brothers. They're a little salty right now. And they're salty because Meg Thee Stallion has given recently GQ an interview about all the things that happened with Tory Lanez. Okay? The shooting with Tory Lanez. He tried to pair off. And I've talked about that in great detail. Now, at the same time, the Breakfast Club, who is, if you would say, they're one of the probably the biggest black African-American syndicated radio show in the United States. Everybody goes by the Breakfast Club. Joe Biden went by, and they are really owned by iHeartRadio. I want you to understand who iHeartRadio is. iHeartRadio is part owned by a guy by the name of Lowry Mays, okay? And also Billy McCombs. Their headquarters is in San Antonio, Texas. Both of these guys are billionaires, okay? Now, I want you guys to understand that these guys are white, okay? iHeartRadio owns the radio station that the Breakfast Club is under. That's important. So, at the same time, Megan Thee Stallion was supposed to come by the Breakfast Club this week. But there were stipulations of things that they should not talk to her about. And anything Tory Lanez in that situation was not to be discussed. But at the same time, she went to GQ to talk about it. Right? In the New York Times. Okay? Now, DJ Envy says something because he's pissed off about it, right? He says this: "Take music." I think it's crazy because when she does white publications, she's able to talk about everything that she wants to talk about, but when she goes to the black press and black publication, there's a list that the label sends out. Don't ask her about this. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. All right? But I just don't like when artists go to white publications and spill their guts, but when they come to the black media outlets, they have a long list of things not to talk about. Now, let's deal with that right there. That's argument is pretty interesting because we talk about that right here on YouTube. Why is that, brothers can go over to DJ Vlad and, pretty much snitch on themselves with DJ Vlad and his platform, but they can't find a black platform to go to. All right? And if DJ Envy, what he's saying is possibly true, there could be a lot of reasons why. Number one, Charlamagne the God has messed up let's be honest, Charlamagne the God's an asshole. Artists do not a lot of times feel comfortable talking with him. Being in the same place as him, they don't want to do it. All right? It's not a lot of artists' fault when they go to black publications that niggas are ghetto, you're not professional. All right? Now, not to say that Vlad is, because he's not. But that could be an issue. But here's the certain part that I want to go back to. The Breakfast Club is not a black publication. This is why I don't blame her for not wanting to go to the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club is something that is aimed toward the African American audience that's owned by white people. And DJ Envy wants to make it seem like it's black owned. Nigga, it's not black owned. Right? It's not black owned. When she goes and talks to the Breakfast Club, that's not black media. That's white media aimed at black people. All right? You know, I was just in Uganda. Okay? What is all across the continent of Africa? Well, I'll tell you what's there. I'll tell you what's there. Well, there's something called DSTV. Okay? Now, who owns DSTV? DSTV is owned by MultiChoice. Now, they're gonna, when you look at DSTV on the continent of Africa, I know because one of our guys did an internship there. Satati, he did an internship there in Kenya for a year, right? When you look at DSTV, everybody is who? Everybody is black. They have black shows. They have, 90% of the stuff there is black. It's media for black folk. Who owns it? Kuz Becker. Who is Kuz Becker? He's a white guy. So DSTV ain't black media. It's media targeted towards blacks. So when she goes to talk to, GQ, when she goes and talks to the New York Times, she's talking to the same people at the Breakfast Club because none of y'all can monetize that media. So I don't blame her if she gonna want to go deal with white people. She's dealing with white folks either or. Okay? And the reason probably why she's going to the white media is because probably going to the Breakfast Club doesn't get her more of a fan base. She already got that fan base on her Instagram. She wants to broaden her base. So if I'm going to go deal with Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy and Angie, whatever her name is, hell no, I don't want to deal with y'all. I'm going to go over there and deal with New York Times. I'm going to deal with GQ. Where they're not going to give me the hardest time on an interview. They ain't going to ask you anything hella stupid. They're not going to pressure me into something hella stupid. And then you want to get mad calling them out. Both of y'all work for white folks. Where is the black-owned media outlets that black people have that she could go to? BET? Well, nope, can't go there. That's Viacom. So until you have real black media, stop sitting back acting like it is black. It's not. It is not. So I don't blame her just because, it's another thing is too, we are always letting people in other communities monetize our folks. They sit back. We have much money. We have the access to the equipment. We are letting people control our individual media and make money off of it and make you think it's black owned. So much so that the folks who work for them think that it's black owned, like DJ Envy. No, the people who's working there are black. You don't own shit. You can't call her out. How dare you try to call her out? If you want to have black-owned media, then you need to start a black-owned company, and DJ Envy ain't even black. Stop working for them and start your own shit. But you don't want to do that because you don't want to be under the... Because listen, you ain't going to do that. You want to stay where it's safe. Over there with them. So stay your ass over there with them. Well, guys, it's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. You will see where the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts are at. Check out the all the information that we have, guys, on the channel. I really thank you for your support. And as you know, the buffoonery always remains at an all-time high. I'm out.